show about the obscurities of everyday life. The return policy do you have is best. Get this. Local Big Time Show starts right now.
Hey, what's going on? We got 3 people already in the live. Let's go. This is going to be the Cinco de Mayo show. Okay.
This is a Cinco de Mayo show.
How are ya?
Okay. It's Cinco de Mayo. We got Billy Blue Balls coaching UNC football.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We could start off sprinting if you want.
Let's just fucking.
You want to start off sprinting? Bill Belichick had a tough week.
Dude, getting it from both sides.
Oh, buddy. Let me tell you something. That football field right now is Bill Belichick's best friend. Okay? That film room is his savior right now. Okay?
If that guy could have a better excuse.
Oh, my God.
That is fucking so cherry right now. He doesn't have to go home at all.
He really stepped in it this week. Why the fuck is he doing interviews? Why the hell is Bill Belichick doing interviews? Why? Why would you do that?
I didn't say a word for about 22 years.
Oh my god. That was the stupidest decision to do that interview. It's not a sports interview, right? Like, it's not for fucking ESPN or some shit. It was
very questionable.
It was like an NBC thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Dude, it's good CBS Good Morning.
Yeah, Good Morning America. Like, it's supposed to be an easygoing, lax situation.
Those are softball.
These are supposed to be cupcake interviews where you show up and everybody gets a free breakfast and you answer a few questions.
You're really there for the free breakfast.
Yeah, and you know, you have a few hugs afterwards, take a few pictures, and it's fucking call it a day. That thing turned into a nightmare.
If you rub each other's tummies and you really
Here's the thing. I've been at
it's
these
all
things.
bunch of
Yeah.
feel-goods.
Dude, I've been at these things. When I was working on the movie Insurgent, I was working for the behind-the-scenes guy, right? And part of that job was to bring in the CBS morning show, to bring in Hoda, to bring in Bush's daughter, and a couple other people to do these things. And the temperature of this stuff is supposed to be right here. Like, fun, relaxed, easygoing, right? Like, you're not supposed to be, it's jamming up the situation.
You're not ripping a 60-minute interview, bud.
This is not some sort of like hard-hitting situation. So for her to be so rigid just exposed her so much.
What the fuck is her yeah, she tipped her hat way too
You tipped your hat way too soon, guy. And you know what it is? It's I'll tell you what it is right now, Sam. It's experience, right? Because here's the thing. An experienced publicist would have told Bill very much up front what this is. Hey, this is a fluff piece. It's a joke around thing. We're going to make it really nice and easy and fun and lighthearted.
Questions as the guy who's holding the sign
right
outside the building for the weather report.
Because she's 23 and because she doesn't have a lot of like experience in that field, I feel like she felt like it was more important than it was. Yeah, and because of that, she became too rigid, and because of the rigidity, it got exposed, right? So it's like, it's an experience thing. If she had done like 100 of these, she wouldn't have even acted that way, right? Like, because you know what they are. It's a joke around, right?
The craziest part is, who gives a shit? Whatever they say, okay. Like, so
this is my point. She didn't have the experience to know that a morning thing is a fluff piece.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. These fucking reporters, man, they are so smart, and they're manipulative, and they're cutthroat. So he went in and for a fluff piece. He saw how rigid she was, and that fucking interviewer leaned into that shit 1000% because he fucking could smell blood. He smelled blood in the water. And so he fucking went after it, right? Like, you can't expose that stuff to these interview people. They're going to go right for it. They're sharks, right? Yeah.
You can't give it to
So, like,
somebody and not
sure as
expect it
shit, the
to
moment
come
he
back.
smelled it, he fucking went, and then he kept digging and he kept
Took about 5
pushing.
seconds.
And they're expert interviewers. So he knows how to do it with the right amount of pressure to fuck you up, right? He's going to ask the question that makes him seem chill and cool, and that's going to make you get fucked up.
Who are interviewing ISIS?
Right?
Okay?
It's
This
like-
is going to be an absolute bloodbath.
I know what happened.
want that
They
smoke.
got there for their easy cush piece.
Fuck
He
yeah.
saw this thing and was like, you know what? I'm going right for this fucking thing.
Yeah, I got something for the next week.
Yeah,
That's what he's
exactly.
talking about.
And sure, and what the hell? That fucking guy's clip went viral 900 million times. But that's why you don't give these fucking guys that kind of ammo.
If
Yeah.
they're-
It just seemed like an experience thing to me. Like, she just didn't have a lot of experience
God.
dealing with these people.
Day one stuff, buddy. You can't fucking ruffle feathers and just not expect anything.
It's, you have to understand what it is, right? Like, if she's playing the game and she's like, okay, I'm Belichick's girlfriend now, like, I'm gonna be his publicist. Well, then you have to, like, go look and see how the other publicists are acting, see how they're responding to things, see how they're, don't assume it, like, go find out, and then you won't have issues of, like, getting into it. You'll know where the lines are, right? But yeah,
What do you think? What do you think happens?
I think he gets rid of her. I think it's too big now.
Yeah,
I think it's gotten out of hand. Sam. Like, the internet has, like,
it has snowballed.
it is snowballed into this thing now. UNC, you see the tweets, like, UNC's like, well, this may become a problem. Like, UNC thinks it may become a problem. Like,
I'm sure there has been a
Uh,
pretty awkward conversation with the athletic director.
after this interview, there's going to be a lot of awkward conversations. I'll tell you, they're going to have a lot of fucking, and it's going to be with, like, the president of the fucking college.
Yeah, she's definitely getting banned from campus.
Man, that's a bad look. It's just a real bad look for a program that's trying to, like, you know, look a totally different way. My thing is this, like, she now undercuts his validity. Well, now she'll undercut his validity with the players, right? So now I got a 19-year-old kid who's laughing at his own coach on Twitter, right? So I'm the running back at UNC. I'm 19 years old. And now I'm looking at it going like, Jesus, like, what do you think that kid's thinking?
Yeah, you gotta set the tone, cut her loose.
You gotta say, like, I think it's
Set
just,
the tone right back. This is how you grab momentum. You go, you know what? Fuck you, right in your face. Boom.
and the problem too is, like,
Let that
we
be a
don't know the
message.
situation. Like, she could
You
be a
got this
normal
thing in
girl,
fate.
right?
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I mean, maybe not, but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I'd like to kick this over.
Look,
to
here's the thing.
crazy
I've
Matrix.
misjudged people. I've misjudged people before, and I've said I'm sorry, but that one seems to be what it is. I don't know.
Seems to be a red flag.
That one seems to be a red flag. But if we're wrong, we apologize. We've misjudged people before, right?
Listen, I'm just gonna apologize. This is a comedy show. Don't take it to heart.
Yeah, this is a comedy
You might
show.
be a little
Don't take it to
crazy.
heart. But it looks like it's getting ugly over there.
It looks like it's not looking so great.
Yeah, it's just not.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be a quick and easy decision.
Yeah, and then if that happens, then what's her recourse, right? Like, she ain't going quietly in the night, as they say.
No way. Get ready for the tell-all.
Yeah. Should have stuck with his wife. He should have stuck with his
You might
wife,
have to
man.
go two ways. You
You-
might have to go. Oh fuck! The cat just knocked this thing off.
Oh, that's all right.
That tiny.
It's okay. Sam's camera just went out, so we're gonna hold up for a quick sec. Yeah, it's just like so funny, man. This fucking guy. It's like, oh my god, I have 8 Super Bowls sitting on the shelf in front of me, and this is what I'm dealing with right now. Like, damn. He should have stuck with his wife. That's what I keep saying. Was it that terrible? Was living with your wife that terrible? Because this feels like a bundle of problems. We're back. Oh, animal intrusion. That can happen here at the local big time clubhouse. We got animals walking around. You get a little animal.
Animals walking around.
Yeah.
Sometimes spiders, sometimes real pets.
Spiders, you know, we got everything going on.
Snakes, spiders, real pets, you name it. Oh, fuck, hold on, let me fix this.
Yep.
Billy seems to be in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, he's in some trouble. He's in some trouble over
I
there.
bet the move is you probably have her sign an NDA and pay her some sort of hush, shut up money, or you face the wrath of the tell-all biography.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You better, because right now she has a little bit of an upper hand.
I'm curious to see what happens with it all, right? Like,
how do you slide out of this situation?
yeah. It'll be interesting. It definitely will be interesting.
Quite the sick goddamn mile at the Belichick's house.
I got one question for Bill. Was living with your wife that terrible? That's my one question. Was living with your wife that bad?
The magical vagina, Larry Davis.
I'll tell you, man. You just gotta control your brain. You gotta control your mind. You can't get sucked into these traps, man.
It's all on his sleeve.
People just getting sucked into all of these traps all the time, and I'm just like, you gotta keep your mind straight.
I won't leave my small town. Threat neutralized.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, find what you like, build your fort, and chill in it.
Yeah, hide from all hot chicks.
It's just like,
okay, there are professionals that will find you. They
yeah,
crazy.
not just women, men, women. It's nasty out there, so you gotta be careful.
It's a war zone. Head on a swivel.
Head on a swivel. All right, you want to do Seinfeld cards?
Yeah. Wait, before we start.
Yeah.
Fucking crack into this. This might be an emergency couch.
Yeah. What?
Snack lords.
Yeah. What do you got?
Little fucking. Actually, I'll save it.
No, we'll do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna save it.
All right.
Don't wait.
Well, I don't have any snack. I got one snack today, so.
I got 3.
All right. Seinfeld cards.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Ready? Here we go. And go. Oh my god, just a fucking legend. Ace of Hearts. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Let's go.
Cool.
These pretzels are making me thirsty. Seinfeld card. What a great start.
Good start to the episode, folks.
Great start to the old
I
episode.
got a real question for you. What day is Cinco de Mayo on?
Oh my god. It's just funny that people do that shit all the time. Or Mardi Gras. Same thing. Fat Tuesday in French. Mardi Gras.
Is that what Mardi Gras means?
Yeah, Mardi. M-A-R-D-I means party.
Really?
Yep. And gras, G-R-A-S, is the verb grow, meaning fat, adjective. So it means fat party is really what it means. Big party. Mardi Gras.
Both of us took French. One of us did really well. Jesse took prep school French. That's not like on the same level as public school French.
Yeah. I can't speak it anymore, unfortunately. When I went to France,
It goes quick.
it goes real quick. Yeah, when I went to, I could read it, but I had trouble hearing it from people when they spoke to me. It was so fast. I couldn't do the dictionary in my head quick enough.
All I know is you got lost in Quebec City and you French talked your way home.
Oh my god, that is the craziest story of all time, partying in Quebec City.
Shout out to Quebec City.
Yeah, I got lost in Quebec City in the winter with only a t-shirt on.
0 English-speaking humans.
Right. Yeah, and spoke French and found my way back home.
This was like pre-good cell phone era.
I lost my cell phone. I don't know if you remember. I lost my cell phone. I called Dad on a hotel payphone. Yeah, he was not happy.
No, he was not happy.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you got to call so-and-so to come get me. I'm in this fucking hotel in Quebec City. I've made my way from... I was in a town outside of Quebec City, about 10 miles. And I found my way back into the city. The players I was with were at, Lorio's house. But that was in another place. So it was a fucking disaster. Yeah, I got lucky. But here we go. We got actor cards.
Well, at least these pretzels are making it thirsty.
Yeah. Actor cards. Here we go. Ready, go.
Stop.
Right or left?
Left.
That's this one. Let's see.
I'll be my other left.
Viola Davis. All right. She's
Is that the girl from Us? Like Smile?
No, this is from Solaris, but she's been in a bunch of stuff. She's a legendary.
I don't know if I picked right.
If you picked right, let's see. Right was Winona Ryder, a legend. How you doing? Yeah, Winona. Just a couple solid actors.
You in Mr. Deeds.
Was solid in Mr. Deeds.
Thought that was your best performance.
Thought that was your best work. She's been in legendary movies.
Like Oscar.
That's like going up to John Krasinski and being like, dude, I loved you in The Office, man. Like, I loved you.
You in The Office, unreal. But
Hey,
I
Jim.
have not seen you since.
I have not. Guys, I've been all over movies and other fucking shows.
Have you been?
Hey, it's Jim from The Office.
Hey, Jim. Yeah, I miss you and Dwight. Have you
Yeah.
guys been doing anything since The Office?
What's Dwight up to? Imagine going up to him, the actual actor, and being like, hey, what's Dwight going on? Any fun pranks set up for Dwight?
You and Dwight ever hang out?
Yeah. You got any fun pranks set up for Dwight coming up?
Whoa, that's not Pam. No, that's my real
No,
wife.
that is my real wife, actress, fucking, what's her face? Emily Blunt.
No. Yeah, I'm like,
He's married to Blunt. This, why aren't you with Pam here? This is,
yeah.
who's this one?
Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't Pam.
Sorry, where's Pam at? Because this isn't Pam. No, this is my real wife. Oh, so you're cheating on Pam. I don't like this cheating on Pam. Just, Pam, no, you're out here with. Totally talk to him as a character from the show and ignore everything else.
So agent cancel the podcast with you and your brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the show because you guys can't seem to stop pretending that I'm Jim. So
yeah, you guys can't seem to comprehend the difference between the actor and the
right.
character.
All right, alien cards, alien stickers. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna hold the trigger here for a second.
All right, yeah. Let's get deep into this pile.
Your step.
All right. This is the. So this is like an alien in a peace van. It's just kind of like an alien, yeah, in its own like 1970s van. It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Pretty cool sticker. Little alien chilling in a 1970s van. Solid stickers. Solid stickers.
Solid.
Yeah. Pretty decent. Yeah, I mean, so I had the Bill Belichick thing. That's out. Talked about him. Then we got the playoffs are starting to grind down now. Ant-Man just knocked out.
I'll give you a story of being in the trenches this
What?
week. Oh, man. I walked into an absolute fucking terrible situation. Someone blew up the toilet. I walked in.
Oh, yeah. That's the
Even
worst.
worse, I would rather have smelled shit, but they try to mask it with the spray, so you get the citrus orange and shit.
Yeah, you know, the thing with the sprays is like if it's not masking the smell, it's really adding to the smell. Right?
Oh god, it just topples. You can
This
smell
is what you
both
should talk about
parts.
on the show.
Oh, yeah.
There you
You want me to do an unboxing? So this is funny that you're talking
I
about
can
this.
give you a box if you want.
No, this is great.
This was what we found in Savannah
Yeah.
at the Airbnb.
At the place.
Yeah.
So we went to an Airbnb. I'm constantly looking for sprays, right? Because
We're a one bathroom household.
yeah,
It's that simple.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah,
One
you know,
bathroom, one window household.
exactly right. So yeah, I'm constantly looking for a spray that will fight the smell, not add to the smell. Yeah, not add to the smell of like shit and roses, but like, you know. So here's an unboxing. This is the worst unboxing on earth. I found this at an Airbnb. This is the Muse Apothecary Sam. Okay? And let me tell you something. You know that movie Vaporize, right? With Jack Black and are you kidding me? You've never seen Vaporize? Holy shit. There's a movie with Ben Stiller and Jack Black. Jack Black, they're both inventors.
How old is it?
It's like 2000s. Jack Black creates a thing that vaporizes poop. Okay? And he asks Ben Stiller to get in on it, and Ben Stiller denies him because he thinks the idea is stupid. Jack Black ends up inventing it and becomes like a super millionaire. And he gets this big mansion or whatever, and he's living next to Ben Stiller, who's still in his regular sized house. And so the whole movie is Ben Stiller's like super jealous of this Vaporize thing.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's a hilarious movie.
Okay, what's it called?
I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. The product it was in the movie is called Vaporize. So that's why I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. I have to look it up.
I'm gonna Google this when we're done.
Yeah, Jack Black, Ben Stiller. It may come to me. It may come to me while we're doing the show. But yeah, so this reminds me of that stuff. It's like as close as you're gonna get. Okay, this is called Flush Ritual by the Muse Apothecary. Okay, and this does what you want poop spray to do. Okay, no additional smells here. It kills the poop smell, replaces it with a coconut or a spearmint smell. Okay, and it doesn't add.
Magical.
It doesn't add to the situation. It minuses the situation.
So the chemists have got that dialed in.
The chemist. Okay, so here's the thing. It says that it's infused with essential oils, and I think that's what's doing it. I think like the essential oils get in the air, and they grab the poop particle, and like neutralize the oil neutralizes that smell. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know the science behind it. That's just a basic guess.
I'm just shooting from the hip.
I'm shooting from the hip. I'm shooting from a science hip here.
Take a stab at it.
I'm not Bill Nye the Science Guy, but I did take chemistry. So
We might have to make a local big time science lab at
right.
the clubhouse and just watch us do experiments.
Experiments. Music about it. I love it. I think it's great. I'm telling you, you have to get a bottle of this stuff. And I'm not selling it. This is like from
I'm not trying to sell you
no,
anything.
I'm not trying to sell you this stuff. If you have poop smelling problems, this will eliminate that situation.
Situation avoided.
Show it to the live. Muse Apothecary Flush Ritual Toilet Spray. Clears all poop smells. What?
Thank me later.
Yeah. You're gonna thank me for the rest of your life when you see this stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
And here's the thing. I've smelled some pretty terrible situations, and this will kill it. I would carry this stuff with you in your car everywhere you go.
God, that's the fucking dude. This thing was so bad.
Yeah.
I was just like holding my breath.
You need some Muse Apothecary Flush Ritual.
In those office bathrooms, let me tell you something. Zero movement on the air.
Oh, zero air flush system.
Dude, zero airflow. It's a fucking game.
You're an absolute sauna in there.
You're so
Buddy,
fun.
you are in a music booth in that fucking
You're
bathroom.
in the fucking absolute fight of your life.
You're
Look at that
absolutely,
situation.
yeah. No, not great.
It sucks so much.
Yeah.
My God.
Okay, let's see. LeBron got knocked out, but we're not huge basketball guys, so that's too bad.
Yeah.
And then
We'll
hockey.
see you at the finals.
Yeah, hockey we sort of went over. They're chipping away at that, but nothing's really happened yet.
Well,
We're still chewing through the first round.
Ottawa 2. It's still the first round.
Yeah.
It's early.
It's early.
I haven't been watching much hockey. I haven't really been watching much basketball. Okay.
Yeah, I watch like the ends of these games a lot, right? Like I'll throw on the end of the game maybe from time to time. But yeah, no, not much sports news. Oh, the draft. What was your take on the
Fucking
the-
NFL draft.
Yeah, what was your
I
take
feel
on the
bad
Shador
for Shador
situation?
Sanders. He deserves better.
Yeah, I felt really bad for him. Like clearly something had happened.
Yeah, bad.
I'm not sure
Not
what.
great.
Some of the analysts were saying they think that it was that like once he got in the room to talk like X's and O's, that he couldn't go like hard at it, immediate at it right away, right? So you saw those clips from the Giants where they're like,
Yeah.
and that's like standard. Like the guys around the room say like that's not even like a hard press. That's like every GM is asking questions like that.
No, everyone answers great because he was drooling over Jaden Daniels.
Mm. So I think maybe something had happened there, but I feel bad for him because he didn't have to drop all the way to the 5th round. That was crazy.
Yeah, I know. I think he's still going to make it. I just hope he doesn't. Fuck.
So you know what the
Sucks.
Browns
He's
play,
fucking
what
Browns.
what they're saying the Browns play is, and it's actually genius. They say,
Trade.
they say that the GM for the Browns is sort of playing chess here, and when they explained it to me, or when they explained it in the TV, it made perfect sense. Okay, so here's the deal: they're locked into this dickhead for another 2 years with the money, right? I think, like guaranteed money. They're poor for another 2 years. There's nothing they can do about that. Okay, put that on the shelf. He's there. Okay. Then they got Joey Flacco, right? And he's a pretty good vet that's, probably going to win you at least 7 games, maybe more, but probably 7, right? 6 or 7. And so that's good there. Then they get the kid from Oregon, Dylan Gabriel, okay, on a rookie contract. Okay, maybe he pans out, maybe he doesn't. But let's say he does pan out and he's great. Now you got Joe Flacco teaching the kid from Oregon, and you got a great system there. Now you get Shador in there, okay? Now, there's where the real genius comes in. Shador's in there with the new kid. Let's say the Oregon kid doesn't work out. Now I got another kid to try out that may work out, right? Under Joe, that may work out, which is a great backup. Let's say the Oregon kid works out and Shador works out, okay? Let's say they're both really great. Now I've regained some fucking money back, right? Because now I have an asset. I've got an extra quarterback, okay?
They also have Kenny Pickett. Can you believe that?
This is what I'm saying. So it's really 3 guys they have. Now, what if all 3 guys aren't going to work out, but what if 2 of the 3 work out? Now I can trade. Right now I have assets to trade because I got this fucking anchor over here for another 2 years. So I think the GM was for the Browns was really smart. I think what he did was really smart because he's saying like, I have 3 options under Joe Flacco that may work out, right?
Yeah.
And if all 3 are great and they're all learning and doing well, I can trade those assets away later. So it's a really smart move.
Basically, Kenny Pickett's fucked.
No, I think, some people were going like, oh my God, that's going to be like the hardest quarterback room to be in. I don't think so, Sam. I think it's going to be the opposite. I think it's actually,
I'm just wondering, like, who's going to get cut? Like,
I don't think they're going to cut any of them. That's what,
You're carrying
yeah,
4
right here.
quarterbacks.
Yes, that's what I think he's doing because why not? I already
Roster
fucked.
spots.
I'm already fucked. But I'm saying what
Either way, you
could,
got Deshaun Watson
here's the thing.
on your payroll.
It's 2 roster spots, right? Because you're going to keep 2. So it's 2 roster spots. So my point is like, I can keep 2 of those guys on my practice squad developing. I have a quarterback problem. So why not keep everybody? Right?
If you break down a 52-man roster, I was just thinking about that. It's not that many players for like depth for position. How about
You got to think 11 on each side. That's 22. If I have 1 backup for each player, that's 44.
plus kicker?
Now
plus
that I
kicker,
haven't even
plus
gone into
receiver.
special teams and anything. I'm already 44 of my 52. If I have 1 backup for each position on the field, just 1.
Which is crazy.
11 players, 2 sides of the field, 22 players. If I've got 1 backup for each 22 players, that's now 44 players. It's like you only get 2 backups for certain spots.
Which is crazy.
Right. But if you have a practice squad, man, I would keep them all on the practice squad. I would develop them. These motherfuckers, they get hurt. You need these guys. Like the next one coming, I think what we're going to see in the next era of the NFL is the 2 quarterback situation. Meaning like, not that both guys will play all the time and start, but these guys are getting hurt now at such like a regular click that it's like you have to have 2 legitimate guys now.
Yeah, it's like having 2 goalies
Right.
that are good. Remember like the old days where you
1
just
goalie.
need one
Right.
backup? The backup was terrible.
Or just yeah, exactly. Just like mediocre.
Now you have like 2 fucking
2 starters.
trophy winners.
You have to have 2 NHL starter goalies on your team to make it to the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah. 2 Carras, Tim Thomas.
2
both
starters.
Stanley Cup
2 guys who could legitimately start for
Chris
both teams.
Bosgood, Dominic
Yeah.
Hasek, both of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Detroit Red Wings.
No, and then once one team did it, then all the other teams started to fucking catch on. And they were like, okay, we get this now. We're going to have 2 first caliber goalies and split the games.
Yeah, keeps longevity.
Yeah. So I think that's what we're going to see. I think we're going to start to see this 2 quarterback situation. We're like,
dude, those practices must be so, because it's not a lot of fucking, it's like a lot of reps.
And I need that people are playing at now is better for the muscles, but worse for the joints. Meaning, like, because they've taken the aggression out of football, but upped the speed, I think we're seeing more MCL tears, ACL tears, ankle tears, like joint issues, shoulder issues because of the speed rather than muscle
Just too
tears.
fast.
Right, because the speed at which these guys are changing directions, man. If they
Cheetah.
step wrong, their whole
Normal for
knees.
their body. Yeah.
Dude, I've run at top speeds and I've taken a step the wrong way before, and fucking I couldn't run for a week because I was running at top speed and took a step the wrong way.
I love the one where the fat guy is at top speed and he takes a little digger.
Yeah.
It's just fucking
Just dig it, yeah.
somersault after somersault, they land so hard because
Yeah.
their body just like, shit like that.
Yeah.
But like that's crazy. Like you go from college where you can have literally like north of like 100, and then you go to 52.
Yeah, 52. I just don't think like hits anymore. I think guys are getting injured because they're like twisting something the wrong.
Fucking 90 miles.
They're running at like speeds that like are insane.
Insane.
And they're doing cuts and turns at these speeds, which is really where it gets
4.5
dangerous.
40 was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Stop the presses. That guy is really fast. These guys are running 4-1.
And it's like, you know, you got Usain Bolt who's running in a straight line, or a 200-meter runner who's running around the circle. You got Tyreek Hill doing 23 miles an hour, doing a switch left, then a fucking half hitch right, like at top speed. Like,
At top speed.
Yeah.
Fucked up is that? 23 fucking miles an hour. That's how fast he's going.
their fast twitch muscles are crazy.
Dude, now that I'm thinking about it, okay, so when I bike, right, you know those little speed thingies?
Yeah.
So my favorite part is on my way home, I go down a hill, right? And there's one at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
So I like to see how fast I can get the bike going.
Yeah.
I've gone up to like 25 miles an hour. That's fucking fast. That guy's running at that speed.
He's running at that speed.
That's so fucked up. Like I'm going down a hill on a bicycle with wheels.
Yeah, when I was out with Shannon in California, they had those motorized bikes where you can like legit see, and you know, we would be going like 15 miles an hour, and that was fast, and that was 10 miles an hour slower than what Tyreek Hill is doing like a fucking post at.
So fucked up.
Yeah.
Imagine if you put him next to like a hoverboard at a race, he would dust it.
Yeah, I mean, he would dust a bike. He would dust a guy on a bike, minus like a Tour de France guy, right? Like,
That's so fucked up. He runs that fast.
it's crazy the speed that they can get up to now.
22 miles an hour.
What
Just
else
try that
happened
in your
this week?
car.
I'm trying to think what else happened this week in sports.
Uh-oh.
Bill really took the fucking heat for everybody this week.
Yeah, he's kind of the face of the attention.
Yeah.
Do you remember Nike Shocks?
Yeah, like, I think they still have them, don't they?
Dude, I don't know. They should have buried that style a long time ago.
With the air in the back?
It was it had the little springs. in the
Oh,
back.
yeah. And then you know why they had to do that was because people were twisting their ankles and shit because there was too much gap in between the back. Like, so your heel was on like 4 pads, and there was too much space in between the 4 pads, and so when you would step too hard on the heel, it would twist on you like that.
I love the fat guys that would wear them in the springs.
Yeah.
It would just be so
It would just be a solid rubber heel. There would be no air gaps. Yeah.
Those things were just baggy.
Yeah. No, they had been molded together. There was no air in between them anymore.
Oh my god, they were like, they went out this way. They were supposed to go
Yeah.
like straight up and down long. They just
No, they're pinching out the back end. Yeah.
It'd be like by the corners so you can see where the pressure points were because all the fatness would like wear out one side.
One side, right, yeah. The back heel.
Every fat guy I knew had Nike shoes.
You remember the
I
pumps?
think about it.
And then when
Oh
you
my
pump
God.
the front of the
Oh,
sneaker,
yeah.
I would love to get a pair of pumps.
I love going down those nostalgia lanes like
Yeah.
those old 90s.
Or how about the ones that like light up when you would step on the back of them? There would be like lights in the base.
Jesus. Wait, those shoes that light up?
Yeah, do you remember shoes where the heel would light up when you step on the back?
Oh, yeah. They had Velcro.
Yeah, Velcro tops.
Dude, I want the fucking shoes with the plastic on the bottom so you could grind on a railing. Those had a little,
Oh yeah, what was that called? When people did that. Soap shoes.
is that what they were called?
I think it was called
I don't
soap
remember.
shoes.
You guys made your own.
We made our own soap shoes. We would take, yeah. So soap shoes it was a rubber shoe, and in the middle of the sole where your foot goes, right in the middle, there was a little arch, maybe about this wide, and it had hard plastic, and you could run. Everybody knows it. You could run and like jump on and grind and slide on that thing on the shoe, right? So we were poor people growing up. We were the fucking poorest people ever. So what Jack and I did was we took milk cartons. I don't know if you remember this. We took milk cartons.
Oh, I remember you guys
And-
stapled them.
Yeah, and we cut the milk cartons up, and we stapled the milk carton to the heel of the shoe, not the front, but to the whole back end of the heel, not just the arch, to the whole back end of the heel. And so, yeah, and then like all of our buddies would take turns with the shoes on, trying them.
They worked.
Yeah, they worked great. They were legit. Jack and we were grinding all over everything. They actually worked better than the real soap shoes because the real soap shoes you could only grind in the middle of your shoe, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that sucks.
but with our shoes, you could grind with the whole back end of your heel. So they worked way better, and you could still grip and run with the front of your heel. I mean, with the front of your foot.
Remember Heelys?
Yeah. So then the evolution of that was then to put wheels on your shoe.
Yeah.
And so then they started, yeah, wheelies. Yeah.
That's so. We used to fuck with those kids so hard.
Well, you know, the wheelies started out as not great, and then it kind of got fun, and now it's kind of back in the middle somewhere.
And I went back to the green.
Yeah. The thing about the wheelies was that, you know, you had to like lean a certain way or whatever. It's just like,
So hard to maneuver.
it was really hard to maneuver, yeah.
And then I just remember when do you remember when Segways came out? They're like, it's going to change the way the
Oh,
world
yeah, they
looks.
thought the Segway was going to
Cities-
change the world.
Cities are going to change forever. No one gives a
Yeah.
fuck. Now we got hoverboards, bitch.
The Segway lives in the technology dumpster with, do you remember Laserdisc?
No, but I remember HD.
You don't remember Laserdiscs? Laserdiscs were like these big, the DVDs, but big, like big DVDs.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you remember Blu-ray versus HD?
Yeah. But that's even like standard def, high def. They kind of still have a version of that now. But yeah, or like the 3D goggles, you could throw them in the dumpster with the Segway.
Oh my god, terrible invention.
I mean, here's the thing. As single toys, all of this stuff is fun and cool, right? Like to own a Segway just to like bop around your own property would be fun and cool. But to use it as like a real means for society is just not realistic.
Now every 300-pound mall cop has a Segway.
Yeah. The Segway, you know what the Segway was trying to do? The Segway was trying to be what the rental bikes and scooters are now. That's what Segway was really trying to be. But it was too big, right? Like it was just too big of a machine. It was never going to work that way.
Yeah, they're way too big.
Right.
The only people buying them are fucking tours and mall cops.
Yeah, basically mall cop, Paul Blart Mall Cop on the Segway.
Mall cops and fucking assholes doing foliage tours.
Yeah, right. Or there are Segway tours of cities too. You can still go into a city and see like Segway.
Oh yeah, and then you can put your stupid helmet on.
Yeah.
Like a fucking boob.
Yeah.
And then the favorite part is all the people that operate Segways have helmets, yet the fucking e-bikes go like 45 miles an hour.
Oh my god, right? The fucking e-bikes. I love an e-bike. I like the scooters. I want to get a scooter.
Yeah, the scooters are sweet. I have a hoverboard. The hoverboard's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The hoverboard goes so fast. It's so fucked up. 12 miles an hour. And you can go up to 15 miles on one battery.
Yeah, and 12 miles an hour on a skateboard type thing feels like 100 miles an hour.
Fast, because you have to lean all the way forward.
Yeah.
And that thing is just cooking. It's like, just charging up.
When
And
you're in
climbing
the car,
anyhow.
the car really fucks the speed up for you. Because when you're on a motorcycle, a bike, any type of thing where you're outside and you can actually experience the speed, it's way faster than you think, right? Like 15 miles an hour in a car is like, oh, I'm crawling here. I could walk, like, but 15 miles on like a bicycle or anything is like fast as hell.
Oh yeah, you get like speed wild, like you're scared.
Yeah.
Which is like that would probably make more sense. People drive slower and be less accidents.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
Maybe not me though. I'm still going over. I'm still getting to my place. This is under.
No, I'm cruising. Yeah.
I'm cruising.
I'm
beating
cruising.
GPS.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, we got to go to Universal soon.
Fuck yeah.
Epic Universe. So they just opened Epic Universe.
Did you tell? No, it opens the
That's the
22nd.
Mario Kart thing.
Oh, buddy, it's way more than that. Yeah.
I was telling him we got the early access email. We should just go.
Yeah, I see.
We should just go.
We got
Fuck it, let's
we
go.
got an early access email,
Let's go to
but
Florida.
nobody's got money or time off, right? You know that money thing.
No.
I always run into this situation where I don't have money.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
But
All that stuff sounds so cool. Like I want to go to Epic Universe is cool. So they have Super Mario Land. It's 4 different lands. Okay, 5 different lands, and they have Super Mario. So that's one area, and that's like Donkey Kong, Super Mario, and it like feels like you're in the game.
I heard you can get these power bracelets.
Yeah, so that is part of the experience is when you're in that land, it feels like you're in the game. So you're Mario. So you get the band and you're like walking around and you can like one up blocks and like you can like tap different things and stuff like as if you were Mario, right?
That's
Oh, I know.
Okay, that's just how that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Celestial Park one is weird, so that's why.
That's the one
That's
that's
just kind
like
of their
just the
own-
lobby of the parks, right?
Yeah, but it's another portal.
And they got the carousel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's like one of the portals too.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
where the hotels are.
Oh, right. That's that
Dark
section.
Universe, How to Train Your Dragon, and then Wizarding World.
Yeah.
We're
I've
going.
seen so many videos.
I know,
Yeah,
we watched
yeah.
so many videos.
So that's one section is the Mario stuff. And then there's another section called Dark Universe. And that's all like traditional monsters, right? So like Frankenstein, zombie, werewolf, Invisible Man, and it's all horror type related stuff, right? So that's one whole land.
sick.
Yeah. And then another land is, have you ever seen the movies How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Great movie.
yeah, great movie. So another land, you go through this portal, and another land is How to Train Your Dragon, and you are in the land that like where they train the dragons. You are one of the people. So they got like a whole bunch of stuff, about that mythology in that land, which is cool. And then the last one is the Harry Potter land, and that is the has more Fantastic Beast stuff, but like it's so crazy immersive, Sam. This stuff, the way they can make you feel like the characters now is insane. So back in the day, you used to go to the amusement parks and you go to a section, and when you're in that ride, then it feels like you're in the land of that ride. But outside of the ride, it used to feel more like, oh, this is the general park, and that's cool. The way they've been building these rides and parks and these lands now, they've taken out all of that like piece where you feel like a regular person. So like every single aspect of being there now, it has been detailed to the place that you're at, which makes it so much crazier, right? So like, just for example, something small. They used to have regular concrete at Disneyland, right? Just run-of-the-mill concrete and everything, okay? When they built Star Wars Land, when they built that new Star Wars area, the concrete wasn't regular concrete anymore. It was concrete from fucking Uba World. Like, there's prints in the concrete of animals from fucking Star Wars.
Oh, that's really cool.
Okay? So it's like the same sort of thing now with this epic universe where it's like you're walking into How to Train Your Dragon. It's like, it's so immersive now that like they've taken out even the basic stuff that, right? Like even just like the basic shit, like the stuff you're walking on. So it's amazing. It's like, I can't wait till we get to go. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Just because of the way, like my whole dream was, like when you're playing video games or you're watching these movies, the dream is that you can experience it the way that the character does, right?
Yeah.
Or you get to experience it to somewhat of that level. And now they've just figured out a way to do that. Yeah. I'm excited.
And have a turkey leg while you're doing it.
Yeah, so like you can only get the turkey, like the turkey leg is in How to Train Your Dragon Land, right? But like in the horror place, they have this burger with like a black bun. So like all of the food is all detailed to the place that you're fucking getting it. In Mario World, you get this like ice cream sandwich cookie that's like in the shape of Yoshi's head.
Jesus.
Yeah. We are going to get everything.
We are going to drop some coin, baby.
That's the thing. Is like like we want to do it. You want to do it. You want to do it right, but you also want to do it.
Ling, ling.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. You brought a suitcase full of money to Disneyland?
Yeah.
I expect top dollar.
I want top dollar experience while I'm
You
here.
just start tipping random people.
Yeah, like, sir, you don't tip that person. I know.
He's just picking up trash. What?
How about this? The guys at Disneyland who pick up trash,
Yeah.
they can also do this thing with their trash thing where they can draw cartoons in water on the cement. So like even the guy who's picking up the trash is like a guy they're trying to get to.
An artist.
Yeah, some of them can do it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. No, I'm excited to take you and Chandler down there.
fuck.
Yeah.
Last time I went was in the 6th grade, so.
You went to where?
Disneyland.
You went to Disney World or Land?
What's the one in Florida?
Florida, yeah. Okay, so that's World.
Yeah.
And that was a 6th grade class trip or something?
No, Uncle Jay took me.
Oh, that's right. You, Uncle Jay, Mark, and Carmen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was for his business, and even cooler, his business rented out Animal Kingdom, so we had Animal Kingdom to
Oh,
ourselves.
that's really cool.
So I got to pet any animal I wanted,
Yeah.
whenever I wanted, no lines.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's pretty sweet. Animal Kingdom is a pretty decent park. The one thing I'll tell you you're gonna be a little sour about is that you missed fucking Avatar.
Why are they not in Animal Kingdom?
Oh my god, it is an Animal Kingdom but got put in like in the last 15 years, so you didn't see it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to talk about immersive, Sam? They got fucking like giant floating islands that look like they're floating in the air. I like stood there. It took me like 10 minutes when I was standing there. It took me a legitimate 10 minutes to figure out engineering wise how the fuck they got that up. Like I was like, I figured it out. It was this.
Unreal Time.
Yeah, the ropes that they use that look like they're just dangling off it are actually steel fucking beams that are holding it up, but it looks like it's fucking floating. Yeah, and the ride is crazy.
We were like one of the first people to go on Expedition Everest.
Oh, that's a great ride.
And that ride's been out forever
Now like that's what I'm saying is like since you've been
Mission to Mars. Do you remember that one?
yeah, and that's even considered now like a busted ride. Like, you know, like
We went on that like 20 times. We loved that because that was like the 3D, get to control. Like one of us got to be the captain, one of us got to be the fucking.
yeah, it shakes you around a little bit.
Yeah, it spins you around.
Yeah, it shakes you around. No, it's great, but like I'm telling you, Sam, since you have been to the parks, they've done like a full regeneration of how you experience the park now. So I'm really excited to go with you because you're going to experience basically a brand new park like you've never been there before because of the way
Yeah,
they've like
it's gonna
updated.
explode.
Yeah, the way they've updated these things now, it's like crazy.
Yeah, well, when I went, you didn't have to pay for. You got like you paid one. I think it's different now.
Yeah, when you went there, it was like archaic. It was like more carnival. You paid the price for the ticket. It was like $80. It wasn't that like serious. And you got to go around. Right, and you got to go to all the parks. Now it's like they got packages. You can put different parks together. You can put different days together. You can have like different parks on different days. Like it's gotten, and it's all online and it's all on your phone and it's all on an app. So it makes it way,
insane.
oh, buddy, it makes it way easier.
It's awesome.
Yeah. No, we're gonna go when I can get some money here. We can all go.
Disney wants to buy the script and throw in some park passes, you bitches.
Let me tell you something. If Disney buys Happy World, we're gonna get way better than park passes. We're gonna get access.
Bro, what's the one where you can skip it? Fast passes.
Fast pass, yeah. You're gonna get
You guys,
if you are the creator of a show that goes for Disney and does well, and they like you, and you weren't a fucking asshole and like a dickhead, you probably get some really amazing perks, really amazing stuff.
yeah, I'm
would be
talking
my guess.
Front of the line.
Front of the line is like the smallest thing they can give you. Talking like front of the line.
Walking. I want front of the line.
I want fast pass at all the rides for life. They're like, really? That's what you want? Like, we can give you like a free hotel and everything. But like, nope, I want the front of the line, as many as I want. Unlimited front of the line passes.
Pretty loaded up card so I can get as many snacks as
Yeah.
possible.
I want unlimited snacks. They're like,
You want unlimited turkey legs?
Like, we'll give you money and you just buy the snacks. You're like, nope, I want the snacks. Free snacks whenever I want.
Like 40 years at Disney.
Yeah. I would love to do that show with it. You know, that show Happy World is about
Fuck yeah.
Disney. So, yeah, I'm hoping we get to make it at some point. I love Disney. I love theme parks. I love the creativity of it all. Yeah.
Dude, if they let us have our own ride, even better.
That is my end goal, is to make this thing for Disney, have them put something in the park, and then we get to experience that thing in the park of the thing we created. That's the ultimate goal. That is the ultimate goal for me. I've literally said that to Shannon like 100 times.
Dude, and then I would just talk so much shit about all the other rides.
Talk so much shit on all the other rides. Hey, you know that Happy World ride is way better than anything they got here.
You guys
Yeah.
got a water fountain?
Yeah.
No. T-shirt gun? No. Hot dog vending machine?
Yeah.
For free?
We got the project. It's a good project.
What would you make it? Would you make it a water thing? Or would
So
you
I think
make
it would be-
roller coaster theme?
I think it would be a toboggan style roller coaster. So like, meaning like Happy World is a TV show where everybody's dead on the planet and he decides he's going to go live at Disney World. And then he finds out that he's actually in Neverland, right? It's the origin story of Neverland. So then the show is he has to fight off all of the things in Neverland, right? So like the pirates and like the other creatures and stuff. So I would think that it would be some sort of like maybe roller coaster type ride that looks like maybe like a where the ride looks like it's logs maybe, and it's like you're going down like a mountainside or something. I don't know. We have to think of something fun.
Because you can also go 3D too. You like Spider-Man,
Right, like in a building, 3D.
where it's just
Right.
fucking shit shooting at you.
Yeah, and you got the screen. You got more screens to have access to do stuff, so that you don't have to worry about the outside theming. So that's like the Guardians
Some
ride.
options.
Yeah, like when I take
Got
you to
some options.
Epcot,
Yeah.
there is a ride at Epcot, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Epcot. It's probably the best new ride that Disney has made like ever. And in that ride, it's a roller coaster, but you're in a building like Space Mountain, right? But instead of just turning all the lights off and putting like fake stars on the ceiling like Space Mountain, everything is a screen. So when you're going through the roller coaster, they're putting like video level images of the universe.
Kind of like Rainbow Road and like
Exactly,
Mario Kart,
that's exactly what it is.
shit.
Right. That is exactly how it feels. Like Rainbow Road on Mario Kart, where you're in the ride and like screens, like there's big screens that characters come out and things happen, and it's like way cool.
That's crazy.
They can just control the environment way better now.
Yeah, and AC.
Oh, buddy, the
That's
AC
over.
is so huge.
You want the AC. You want to be inside. You know those outside rides, dude.
Out-
Ass and back.
Oh, buddy. And really, I'll tell you where it hurts you. It's not the outside ride as much, it's the outside waiting line.
Lines.
The line when you're waiting in the outside,
No air.
getting
no
torched.
heat.
Pure sunlight to skin, no coverage.
The back sweat on people is fucking.
You're literally putting like your backpack over your head just to get any sort of fucking grace.
I love looking at the ass sweat.
Yeah.
I love looking at the back sweat because it is like full.
Oh, hey, somebody commented Mario Kart. Nice. We got a comment on the live. Yeah. Jen and the Bird. Hey, Jen and the Bird. Thanks for commenting.
Well, I bet that's Pittsburgh.
Maybe, yeah. She just said Mario Kart! Exclamation point, exclamation point. That's because we were talking about Mario Land.
Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road,
one
yeah.
of the best levels ever.
And the
Shout out to
Mario
64.
ride. The Mario ride at Universal is pretty cool too. It's two of them. One is a roller coaster where you are in a Donkey Kong barrel, and you're on like a train track, and you leave the train track. So like you do jumps on a roller coaster.
What's the one where you play Mario Kart? Is that
So that's
like,
the other ride where you're playing the game.
Yeah.
And you wear a Mario hat, and the Mario hat has glasses that come down to here. So it's a 3D ride where you wear a Mario hat, and then you like can do stuff in the ride.
Sick.
Yeah. So there's 2 rides in that land.
Gotta hit the pen really hard and just go on every ride.
Yeah. So I think the best way to go with the parks is the edible, because for longevity of the day, right? And the other thing too is like in a lot of these parks, you can't openly hit vapes, right? So when I'm in these parks, I gotta do this thing, right? Or I gotta go to the side of the bathroom and do this action a few times, and then fucking.
I fucking hit the vapes in the aisle at the grocery store. I don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm telling you right now, like, because one time somebody said something to me. They're like, "Hey, you can't do that," and I was like, "Okay," but yeah,
slap on the wrist.
Yeah, you're not supposed to vape.
And then I get a new. The clock restarts tomorrow.
Yeah, the way to go is, and really the way to go is like the gummy edible, because like the gummy edible is much more of like a hits you then goes away, then hits you and then goes away, whereas like the chocolate one can really sit you down. Chocolate edible.
Sitting in that line on an edible would be in that heat.
In the heat where you're miserable. But the best part about the rides, all of them. Yeah, and the best part about Jen. Oh, I know this person. Shannon. Hi, Jen. So this is Jen and the Bird is a friend of Shannon's that I know.
Let's go.
Yeah, from the movies. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I'm excited. Should be good.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, so our ride's gonna be pretty sweet.
Yeah. I would love, to have a ride.
Or local big time, little piece of pie. Disney, we go in there, tell Disney we want our own little park.
Yeah,
so
right.
They want us to spend $300 billion to make a local big time park at our parks.
At our parks.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like, who are these 2 Muppets?
Fuck these guys.
Fuck these guys.
Want some snacks?
Yeah, let's do. Shannon got me some Hot Wheels here to unbox.
I can unbox my vacuum I bought for me.
No, don't unbox a vacuum.
You want to talk about some thrill?
Yeah.
Pretty sweet purchase.
Snacks. Let me go get. Are you gonna get your snack? I'm gonna go get mine.
Yeah.
Ben Grundy's watching the podcast, and she's commenting on stuff, and I'm talking to her. Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta ask you. Tell me if this
Yeah.
is funny. Can we start? I thought it'd be funny to start a local big time book on tape club.
Books on tape.
Yeah, I don't want to really.
Are we gonna read the books? Because that may be a problem.
Listen to them.
Oh, we're gonna actually listen to the books.
I listen to a bunch. I'm doing that fucking Amazon. The fuck's it called?
Yeah, I mean, I read a bunch of books in high school because it was like a required thing.
Audible. That's what it's called.
Right, Audible. Yeah. No, I think maybe the only books I would listen to now are like maybe books about like biographies are fun.
I got a little sweet little piece.
What do you got? Let me tell you some of the. What are some of the books you're listening to?
I listen to Boys in the Boat.
Okay, what's that? Boys in the Boat.
Awesome.
What was that about? Can you tell me what it's about?
Yeah, all right. Local big little section here.
Yeah.
Little big time book on tape club.
Book on tape club.
Book on tape club because readings for suckers.
Because readings for suckers. Buddy, I can't find a person to read a script to save my fucking life, dude. And these motherfuckers make movies and they won't read fucking scripts. Nobody reads shit. Nobody reads anything.
Reading sucks my ass.
Because reading is for suckers. I should put my scripts on audiobook and then send them to the fucking producers. Maybe they make them.
Probably would have a way better time.
Yeah.
Because I like it. They do voices. It's very tastefully. Sometimes the guy reads way better than I can.
Yeah, they always are going to read way better than I can.
Right. So book on tape club. Okay. And what you could do even better when you have your home library, once you finish the book on tape, you buy the hardcover, just put it right up there.
Oh yeah. Buy the hardcover and you can say you read it.
And you can say, did you read all these books?
Yeah.
Basically.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I know what's in them.
Listen,
I know what's in that book.
I know what's in that book. I can give you a cover.
That's what you do. You listen to the audiobook and then you buy the hardcover, you stick it on your shelf, and when people come over, you're like, oh my god, he's so well read. Yeah, you're like, look at all these books.
He's reading like 40 books a fucking
This guy's reading everything on the planet. I'm an avid reader.
I'm doing like 2, 3, 5 books a day.
Yeah. I know what's in them. Don't worry.
That's the best part. They're like 2 hours for a whole book.
2
You just start punching them out.
Listen, if I read this book, it would take me 40 days. I'd listen to it. It takes me 3 hours. It's done.
I'm crushing books in a week. I've never had that pace in my life.
Dude, why are we reading? Why are we reading out here? Sound is way better.
This is why I don't like to edit my own shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Hate reading it back.
I don't even want to read my own stuff.
I don't even want to read it back. I'll have it audio.
All right.
Welcome to the local big
Book club.
Tape club. I'd like to start this out with a nice little quick read for you. It's going to be a very easy one. This is called The Boys in the Boat.
Okay, Boys in the Boat.
9 Americans in their epic quest for gold at the 1936 Berlin Olympics.
Oh, okay. Didn't they make a movie about this? Yeah, I was just going to say. Yeah. They made a pretty sweet movie about this. Right. Spoiler, do they win? Wait till you see the movie. Boys in the Boat. All right, but was a good listen.
It was a really good listen. I actually very much enjoyed it. It's a quick read. Details what's the full hourage? I think it's 14 hours. Knocking out pretty quick.
14-hour. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, that's more of like a 2 or 3 day situation.
Yeah, but two couple commutes in the car, no problem.
Yeah, you throw in a few workouts, right?
Dude, books on tape are so easy. I don't get what everyone's complaining about reading.
Well, now how about these kids got the fucking AI on the phone? They put it on the book, and the fucking AI tells them everything they need to know in the class.
Yeah, it takes 5 seconds.
Takes 5
There it
seconds.
goes.
Right.
Fuck
You could teach all of English literature in like a week.
4 seconds. I don't
Yeah.
need you. What are you here? What are you doing?
What are we doing? All right.
I can also give you another little, you know, like
A second
because
one.
it's our first time.
We'll go
like,
two?
A little sample. Because I did a bunch
All
just
right.
in case we ever did this.
A little book on tape club. Local big time book on tape club.
Local big time book on tape club. We're gonna start out with another heater, also on TV. Band of Brothers by Stephen
Oh my God, yeah.
Ambrose.
Yeah, I'm actually curious how that book is.
Book way. It's actually really cool because I
Yeah.
highly suggest watch the series, read the book because he explains a lot of shit that you like that you probably had questions about when you're
Right.
watching the movie. It's kind of like a recap, like a
Yeah.
breakdown of it.
How long is that
Because there's a
one?
lot. How long is that one?
Yeah.
Probably that one's.
Because the Band of Brothers series was really, it wasn't long, but it was a series. So I'm curious how long.
12 hours. Not
Oh,
bad.
wow. Less hours.
Yeah. You know what's really one? So, actually, I can give you a third one. just
All
because
right.
it goes
Third time's a
well.
charm. Here we go.
So, for most of you that don't know Band of Brothers, it's about the E Company of the 506th Regiment of the 101st Airborne.
Yeah.
It follows their journey from Normandy to Hitler's Eagle Nest.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
it's kind of
solid.
cool because they actually go into a little more background about their boot camp.
Oh,
Why a
cool.
lot of guys chose to be in the airborne because they're like, well, this is like the best of the best, so that's gonna give you a greater chance of living longer. Because if you have a guy who sucks, who's in the infantry, who just doesn't want to be there, they're not gonna give a shit about you, and they're gonna get you killed, right?
You want to be in the best military section because you want the best guys having your back.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
why everyone wanted to be in the airborne because it's like being in special.
Right. I don't want to be with this riffraff trash that's going to get thrown into the gutter. Send me to like the
Yeah.
special teams unit where every dude's a monster.
And you get like kind of better assignments because they don't want to lose you because of how you're more important.
Very specific assignments, right?
Like,
You're not
you
getting
want to
thrown
reach
at the
the
fucking
Normandy.
propeller.
Yeah.
You're not getting thrown into the propeller, I'll tell you that much.
You weren't storming the beaches of Normandy.
Mm-mm.
So,
That's
It's
cool.
awesome.
Band of Brothers. Let's go.
Band of Brothers, awesome. And you know what? I'll even throw you a third one.
All right.
We're loving life here.
Yeah.
This is actually goes with it. This one's much longer. Unreal. Masters of the Air.
Oh,
by
also a
Donald
great
L.
TV show.
Miller. This one's a long one.
Yeah.
That one took a minute. This one was 24 hours.
24 hours. Okay. But that one also a series too on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on the book.
And that one was over a longer period of time too. So
Yeah, and they also go into the depth about the whole Air Force.
oh,
Like,
okay.
Like,
Yeah, that makes
the
sense.
story was about a section of Masters of the Air.
Yeah.
They talk about everything. They go over like more stories beyond like what they just took the most popular one
Right.
about Buck and that guy.
Yeah.
Buck and Bucky there. But sick.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Sick.
Book on Tape Club.
Book on Tape Club.
How
Big Time
about it?
Book on Tape Club. Weekly suggestions.
Weekly
Easy
reads. Easy reads. Easiest reads you ever had. Book on Tape Club.
Easy reads. Pretty sweet suggestions.
Let me tell you something. This is an easy club. We're not trying to make this difficult.
Yeah, I'm not giving you too much material here. Next one's gonna be Captain Underpants.
Yeah. That's funny.
Book on Tape Club.
Book on Tape Club. How you doing?
Book on Tape Club. How are you?
Snacks?
You have snacks.
Snack load. What's up? We try snacks so you don't have to have the bad ones.
Yeah, so you don't get food poisoning
So-
or diarrhea.
You don't get poisoned by snacks. I'll tell you with the snack lords thing, it's one of the things that is like my biggest fucking pet peeve is paying over $4.50 for
Top dollar.
over $4.50 for a snack and taking one bite of it and knowing I fucking hate it. Like
I made a huge
oh
mistake.
my god, I've done this with chips,
There's a
right?
chance.
Well, with chips nowadays, like you're not getting they're like they just don't make junior versions of all of these chips anymore. So
You only buy family size.
right, or like yeah, like that regular size or whatever. And so they, I want to try a new flavor of chip, but you buy the whole bag and it
Take a
sucks.
risk.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, and I've fallen for that, and it's so upsetting.
Yeah, terrible.
Might as well just fucking flush $5 down the toilet.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Call it a day. Yeah.
All right. I'll
All
fire
right.
it up.
What's your first one?
Let me tee up. I've been circling the wagon. I'm waiting to try this. Red Bull just came out with a new flavor, white peach.
Oh wow, new Red Bull summer
How
flavor,
are you? How
white
are you?
peach.
Red Bull, new flavor, summer edition.
Okay,
White peach. Look, you
I haven't
kids
tried it
are
yet.
Excited.
that's a darker
Yeah.
pink too.
Dude,
Dark pink.
loving. You know what's crazy? Peach, neither pink and nor white.
Nor white,
Yeah,
nor
I don't
pink.
know.
Right. But
What do you think the juice is gonna be?
I mean, it'll probably be clear, but I think it'll taste
so?
like peach. Yeah.
I think it might be red, which will be so weird. Okay, it's blue.
Oh wow.
Can't tell. I don't want to spill it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh yeah, it smells peach right away.
Yeah. I mean, white peach. It's just got to be heavy dose of peach right in the grill.
Yeah, it's pretty much a heavy dose of peach. I don't even know what the white part would taste like.
Well, white peach is a variation of peach, but I mean, I don't know. I've had all different kinds of peaches. They all kind of taste relatively the same to me.
They always taste the same. I didn't know
Yeah.
there was variations.
Yeah. I mean, is it a good peach flavor?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Better than the nectarine one.
Right. Is it light peach or is it like heavy peach?
No, it's heavy peach.
Heavy.
You
Okay.
like peach?
Yeah.
This one actually is better than like those other shitty flavors peach.
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
one.
This is the good peach. All right.
This is the good peach because there are shitty flavors of peach. I've been there.
Let me
Peach
tell you something.
rings.
Peach
Yeah.
flavor can go two very different directions.
Oh, it can strike out so quickly.
It can strike you out real quick. Peach.
This is
Absolutely.
good. I'm gonna suck this down the whole time. I'm gonna give you a 8.6.
Ooh, 8.6. All right.
White
Nice.
peach.
White peach. How you doing?
White peach.
All right. My first one is a company called Tony's Chocolate. How you doing? Tony's
Oh, yeah.
Choco Lonely. This,
I love how he spells Choco Lonely.
yeah, Choco Lonely. Tony's is a brand that's pretty well known, came on the scene a little while back. It's got really fun, cool packaging. And the chocolate actually tastes pretty good. It's, pretty delicious. This is going to be their milk chocolate one. I have already obviously cracked into this bad boy.
Like you nibbled into that. a
I
little bit.
tell you, it didn't make it quite all the way to the show, but but some made it to the show, which is nice.
Some pieces made to the show.
So it's pretty standard
Oh
chocolate.
boy,
It's
those are fucking
big
thick,
chunks,
huh?
big thick chunks of chocolate.
How do your fucking molars feel chomping off that thing?
Yeah,
You can't freeze that, right? You'll chip a tooth.
no, you'll break around. It's really good. It's like
It's like
Clean.
hazelnut kind?
clean, soft chocolate. Tastes like chocolate you get at Easter.
Like that.
If you like chocolate, this isn't going to disappoint you. Tony's Chocolate. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. How you doing, Tony's Chocolate?
How you doing?
You can't miss.
Chocolate.
I find with chocolate, people have their favorites, right? So, like, if you have your favorite, maybe Tony's is your favorite, then you know about it. But if you can't find your
I've seen it
favorite,
all the time. Never pulled the trigger.
Yeah, if you can't like find your favorite or you're kind of being aloof about what you want, check it out. Right? It's not going to disappoint you. It's going to keep you happy.
It's gonna make you happy. All right, this one. It's a liquid.
Oh yeah, I'm really
I
excited
showed
about
you
this.
a picture.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm seeing this right now. I don't know where to begin, but Gatorade has come out with Gatorade mashups. Looks like from the photo, they're taking two of your favorite heaters,
Oh
lemon,
yeah.
lime, orange, and mixing them.
Yeah, I'm really curious about this. So they took lemon lime Gatorade, they took orange Gatorade, they mixed it together and they put it in one bottle, and now they're selling that. All right.
Welcome to our childhood,
Wow.
where you take a fountain soda
Yeah,
and just
exactly.
go down the line.
Yeah. I've mixed, so I don't mix orange and lemon. I mix lemon and
Never
red.
once have I touched these two.
No, I
drink
mix,
them separately.
I usually drink lemon, lime, and red all mixed together.
Smells like it does smell like lemon lime, or as cliche as the fucking bottle smells.
They got both smells in there?
Dude, you get that classic Gatorade lemon lime. I love that smell.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Classic smell.
Classic. And then, have you ever had an orange Gatorade?
Yeah,
You
had
can't
many
go right
orange
after
Gatorades. Yeah.
They're so good. Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
It's really good.
First part, lemon lime. Second part, orange.
Really? Okay, so
Unbelievable.
in the front, they've mixed it well together.
Yeah, wow, it's so consistent. Every time you drink it, the first taste, lemon lime.
Yeah.
The back end, orange.
That's crazy they were able to get it that
Perfect.
consistent. Yeah. All
Oh my
right.
God.
You like it?
9.5.
9.5. Wow. See, I'm not big on orange. I like lemon lime, but orange is kind of my
I
last.
like orange.
That's
I'm
my
probably
last
one of
pick.
the very few people that
It's my
like
last pick.
Gatorade.
It's my last pick.
That's why I
Orange.
like it.
Eh. The pink one's actually my last one, but
Well, seeing as you have placed lime and orange in your last bracket,
yeah.
how would you feel about a little Cool Blue fruit
Oh.
punch?
Okay, so this is Cool Blue and Fruit Punch. I would have put Fruit Punch with lemon lime.
Really good, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious because these aren't usually colors
Those-
that I would mix.
Yeah, those two
Myself.
flavors I would not mix together.
Because they're more, each color, like Cool Blue, very dominant taste on
Yeah.
its own. Fruit Punch, very dominant taste on its own. So like mixing two dominants, what happens?
Doesn't right.
Usually one of them takes over and it's like a hint to the second one.
Right. That's what I'm wondering.
I guess. I bet you it's Cool Blue front, Fruit Punch back.
Okay.
Because that's what the other one was.
Right.
Lime front. It's blue. It smells so weird. It smells just like almost like a fruity fruit, like a mixed berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool Blue in the front.
Cool Blue in the front.
How is
Fruit
it though?
Punch
Is
in
it
the
good?
back. Although the Fruit Punch tastes more mixed berry.
Okay.
It tastes like a little mixed berry.
Yeah. Which
God, I
one?
love Cool Blue.
I'm a
Just
huge
such a
Cool
great
Blue
flavor.
is like probably one of
It's
my
so
number
good.
ones. Yeah.
Oh boy. What do they give that last one? That's a 9.5. This is like a 9.6.
Oh wow. So that one you like that one a little bit better than the other one.
Yeah, that's a little biased. These are my two favorite flavors.
Yeah, same here. It's just yeah.
That's just what I'm rocking.
So I mix quite often. I mix Cool Blue and lemon lime, and it turns green, and I call it the Ninja Turtle Gatorade.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
Oh, buddy,
Do you freeze or you doing normals?
Cool Blue, 2 Cool Blue packets, 2 lemon lime packets in a gallon
Do you
jug.
freeze?
In a gallon jug, fill it with water, shake it together, and I call that the Ninja Turtles Gatorade. because it turns like a Ninja Turtle type green.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a fucking broke bartender with that.
It's probably the best flavor I've ever mixed together in my entire life. So much so that I've been mixing it now together probably for the last 20 years, and I've mixed like every flavor you could ever imagine. Yeah.
It's wild.
Cool Blue, lemon lime.
That's fucked.
Best one. Yeah. I don't have any more. Yeah.
Not me either.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Have any couch sesh?
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, couch sesh, where we watch shows so you don't have to watch the dirt shows.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, we hit that too. We'll get to a little CS.
Yeah. We've been going for longer than I thought, an hour and a half. Yeah.
Okay, we covered a lot. Started with Billy Blue Balls.
Dude, that Bill Belichick thing, he is so dead in the fucking water right now. How about, have you been following the Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively thing?
It's also not a great situation for people.
Oh my God, they really stepped in it. They really stepped in it this time.
Holy shit.
And
Not good.
they thought they were bullying. Yeah, you know what happened was they thought that they were sort of bullying and going to take over like a young new filmmaker, right?
Yeah.
And that they were just going to sort of like roll over him, say all this stuff and do anything. And they didn't realize that this asshole was backed by a fucking billionaire because they didn't do their homework. So this other guy that they thought was this like kind of Justin Baldoni, this kind of nobody filmmaker, not nobody, I shouldn't say. He's up and coming. You know, he's had roles and stuff. He had a major role in Jane the Virgin. Yeah, he's worked hard, right? Exactly. But he's actually has connections to a very, very powerful person. So that was their fucking problem. They didn't do their fuck. I mean, the problem was that they were bullying this guy. They shouldn't have taken away his movie, but once they got into it, they didn't even realize who they were up against, and now it's a problem because the guy came back and he's like, "I'm now going to tell you all this shit from you." So
and now I have receipts.
yeah, like the guy had all the receipts and stuff, but he also like he was given a lawyer. Like the lawyer he chose was very specific because it was a friend of a person who he has connections with, like just like people that you don't mess with. Who?
Yeah, he's untouchable.
Or he's not untouchable, but like if you're going to try to blame him for something he didn't do, well then the people who have his back are going to come for you. Like, you know, I mean, if he had done the things that she said he had done, then he wouldn't have gotten help from those people.
Yeah.
Right? Like, but he didn't do any of that stuff. So then all of the people in his corner, and one of them happened to be a very powerful person. Like,
Wild.
yeah. And now, like, the whole Ryan Reynolds and Wrexham, and they won the fucking thing again. Did you see that?
Sick.
So sick.
One away from premiere. How are you?
Like, that's the craziest shit ever. To have a team that was in the 5th tier league and
Men's league.
in 4 years get to the 2nd division.
Do exactly what we do in FIFA.
to do exactly what to do exactly what you do in FIFA is crazy. That is so crazy.
Who would have thought that you could actually do this?
Who?
What are
Yeah.
the rest of these owners doing? You fucking losers.
Well, I think it really kind of tells you, you know, that,
If you fucking work a little bit, you can actually make your team good.
or if you have the money, you can pay for the players and you can buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it just shows that it's really the difference between a great club and a club that can't make it is really finances.
Yeah.
Management too, but also finances. Like,
Yeah. Money helps everything.
yeah.
Look, you want to talk about finances? Ask everybody how baseball's going. Okay.
Yeah.
The
All right.
Dodgers have $1 billion payroll. Guess what? Yeah, they're at the finals every year.
Yeah, right.
Shocker.
I'm going to see the Dodgers tomorrow. Shannon won a raffle, and the raffle was for 2 tickets to an Atlanta Braves game, and they're playing the Dodgers, and it happens to be tomorrow night.
Johnny, let's go.
That's what I've always wanted to see. Like, we're sports guys, so you always, if you're
want to see greatness.
You're right. If you grow up in what I call sports culture, which is what we did, we grew up in sports culture, you want to watch the sports greats, no matter what team they play for. You're right. So he is a sport great, Shohei, and a lot of other guys on that team, Turner and all those guys, right? So, or not? Is Turner still on that team? I don't know. We don't follow baseball super close.
Well, you got Mookie Betts.
Mookie is still there, yeah. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see one of
Freddie
the greats.
Freeman.
Yep, Freddie Freeman.
Atlanta Braves guy. Guess what?
I know.
Got paid.
Atlanta Braves, and he'll be back in Atlanta, right? Because I'm in Atlanta right now, so, like, he'll be back here.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, if you have money, yes, your team has a very good shot at winning.
Yeah, your team has a great shot at winning. Yeah.
All
right.
Wait till you watch college football now with NIL.
Oh.
Guess who's going to be in the championship? Perhaps the team that has $1 million salary.
You want to hear something interesting? An interesting take I heard today about the NIL, and it actually kind of makes a lot of sense. So the NFL GMs and the NFL player recruiters, they love that the college players are getting all this money, because at the very, very top of the college players, they are getting a lot of money, right? At the very top. And so what it's doing is, if these players can't handle the money, or their families can't handle the money, they're going to start to see those signs much, much faster now than if they waited and then got paid in the NFL. And then now you have a fucking problem, because that's the first time the guy's ever had money. So what the right, so what the GMs are loving is, they're saying, we love that our first round draft pick quarterback already has $11 million in the bank, because we know that he can handle that now.
Yeah, so true.
And it really made sense. And not that, but like, it tells you as a recruiter who can handle the money and who can't, right? Like, if a kid at the age of 20 is handed $10 million and their family goes out and buys 5 cars and 2 houses, well, as a recruiter, I'm going, well, that's not a stable situation.
Yeah, that's a terrible situation.
Right. So it's like, they kind of love the NIL now.
That's crazy.
Very interesting, right?
Good. I mean, it levels the playing field.
Very different kind of take than what I thought.
I mean, poor Quentin Years walked away from $7 million to make $300K.
Maybe. To maybe make $300K.
Maybe $300K.
That was a guaranteed $7 million. And that was a maybe $300K.
That was a maybe $300K.
So that's where it starts. That's where it starts to get a little.
Rent your house. You get $300K.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
boy.
I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes that ego can get you.
Good thing he's been saving all that money.
See, that's the thing. Like, if I was Shador or one of those guys, that's why I would have stayed in college, was to clamp the
Make
dollars.
as much money as possible.
Right. In a system I already know I'm successful in. Right. It's not like you're going back and, yeah, I mean, you'll have to prove yourself again within the college ranks like you do every year. But, like, it's not like, right, it's you've been in these buildings, you know these people, it's home, it's comfortable, and you're making $7 million. Or I can go to the Baltimore practice facility in Maryland and get my ass beat and maybe make the fucking team. Right? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
About $150K.
I think I'm going to play to my senior year. Why wouldn't you? They're always going
to be there. And you know how hard it is to make like fucking $5 million as a rookie?
If I make like the 7 million and I got hurt my senior year and I don't get to play pro football, then you've you made the 7 or the 10 million, right? Like
plus buy insurance for senior year. Guys do that all
guys
the time.
do that all the time, right? Yeah. No, I would definitely be thinking that one
Who
through.
is your financial advisor? Because I will take his position.
It's really like a situational advisor, right? Like these people, they need somebody. It's more than financial, right? You need somebody to come in
Just
and look at it and go,
Common sense.
here's the situation. Here's the breakdown of each of these situations. Right?
See the poster I spent 3 hours making?
See the poster?
7 million.
Yeah.
Hot chicks at UT. Or 300K fat chick at Denny's.
I just think practice squad in the NFL is not being chill. Here's the thing. You have gone to Georgia. You now have been to a SEC level Georgia game.
Dude, why would you leave that?
Why would you leave that situation? You went to that campus. You're telling me you're going to leave that campus where you're a fucking legend and you're going
I
to.
would never pay for a drink, never fucking stand in line for anything the rest of your life.
The thing is like, if you don't get hurt, and you probably won't, you can go do that shitty thing after. You know what I mean?
And guess what? You can still make that money.
And still make the shitty money after, right?
Right? If you're so good, you should be able to make that money the next year.
I just think the rookies always think they're going into a way better situation than they actually are.
Yeah, it's just like
Even the top-rated rookie it's a nightmare situation. You're running for your life.
going to the worst team. That's what happens.
Worst
You're
team,
rewarded for
you're-
your hard work. Here you go. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Go to Cleveland.
yeah. I'm staying in college till my senior year.
Awesome job with all those 4 a.m. wake ups,
Yeah.
sacrificing your whole life, never seeing your family. You know what I'm going to do for you? I'll send you right up to the Pacific Northwest.
I'm gonna send you to the practice squad in Seattle. See how that goes.
We'll see how that goes. Your family lives in Florida. We'll stay up to Seattle.
That's gonna be great.
It'll be great. How do you like winters in Buffalo?
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy that on practice squad
You're gonna enjoy that in the practice one.
in
You
Buffalo.
don't get to play the game on Sunday, and you're
Oh my
just
God.
cold.
All right, couch sesh. What do we got?
Couch sesh.
Let's
Jesse
go.
and I find movies, TV shows for you to stream. Heaters only.
Heaters only.
I got a couple classics.
All right, what's your first one?
Streaming on Netflix actually just left, so you'll have to probably
You got to
figure
divide
out-
it somewhere else.
You'll have to fend for yourself on this one, but it was unbelievable. I never actually watched the whole movie.
Yeah.
Blade Runner Final Cut,
Oh, the new one or the old one?
the old school one.
The
but
old
Final
school
Cut.
one. Yeah. Yeah, Blade Runner. It's a classic movie.
Little
It's
extra
great.
on the end. Great. So 80s it hurts.
It's so 80s.
Dude, the outfits, the fucking technology, it's just
Yeah.
so classic 80s. I love it. I love the scene. I love the sets. It's I worked out to it. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's a good one, Blade Runner. Yeah. No, that's a solid
Great one.
solid pick. Yeah.
Looks like fucking everybody looks like David Bowie in that fucking
Yeah. My first one is it's a movie I watched with Shannon. It's with Blake Lively, ironically enough, and Anna Kendrick.
You're just shredding her.
Yeah, after just shredding her out. It's called A Simple Favor, and it's about Blake Lively is this character, and she tries to pull off all this like crazy stuff. It's pretty kind of it reminds me. Do you remember the movie Wild Things a while back?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like that, where like every
They're also the same scenes.
no, not the same scene, but like every 30 minutes or 15 minutes, something happens and it kind of changes the dynamic of the story a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it's like. It's pretty good if you like that kind of stuff. You may like it. It's like a little bit of a psychological thriller, and they made a sequel that has actually just come out on streaming too. I think Amazon maybe. A Simple Favor 2. Yeah. So yeah, it was all right. You know, if you like those actors, you're gonna like it. But Yeah, that was decent. I give it the decent category.
Give you a D's category.
Yeah, it's decent.
All right, mine streaming on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
This is a classic childhood movie. Just saw it for the first time in a long time. Max Keeble's Big Move.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, so the kid, he's getting bullied throughout high school.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, his parents tell him he's gonna move. So basically, he's like, he acts like almost like Michael Scott when he's about to get fired. He just doesn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
So he's like calling out the bullies. He's just fucking all this shit up because he doesn't care. He's out.
Right, because he's leaving.
And then like his dad turns around and goes, you know what? I feel bad because you made a big stink about you wanting to move. Like, I quit my job. Now I get to stay. So then he has to like face like all these people, like basically everybody called pussy.
Right, yeah. He's got to face it. What's it called?
Yeah, now he's gonna like fucking see them all. And so it's just such a classic kids movie. It's unreal.
It's called what?
Disney Plus. Max Keeble's Big Move.
Max Keeble's Big Move. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Disney Plus.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so many classic Disney actors that are in that movie.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out.
And, yeah, it's awesome.
My next one, it's not really a specific one. It's more of a section of stuff. And it's on Disney Plus. If you go on anything on Nat Geo on Disney Plus, it's like with the level of cameras now and the fact that these drones can fly into crazy stuff, they capture some of the coolest things on Nat Geo now.
Ever.
Yeah.
The Titanic thing was sick.
Yeah, the Titanic thing is sick. They just like, I watched a fucking thing on an ant the other day and was like totally enthralled by the storytelling of Nat Geo of this fucking ant. And I was like laughing about it, where I was like rooting for this ant to get a leaf to the place. And I'm like, what am I doing right now? Like, I got sucked in. Oh, I got sucked in big time. Yeah. Let me tell you something. You go down that Nat Geo road, you can get sucked in real quick. Disney Plus, Nat Geo section.
30 for 30s, but with science.
That's basically what it is. It's 30 for 30 sports, but for science.
Yeah. Sucks you right in.
Sucks you right in every time.
First 10 minutes, you're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I gotta sit down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's the show.
And that's the show. Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Oh man, we had a good lot of laughs.
We had some laughs, we had some jokes, we had some insults. We cried a little bit, we screamed a little bit. We fought some people. Yeah, we definitely burned the Bill Belichick bridge. We definitely burned the Blake Lively bridge. That's for sure. Those two were definitely not getting the invites to the house. That's for sure. I mean, we're definitely not getting that invite to the Belichick induction ceremony after we just ripped his whole situation. Yeah, but no, it's good. It's just good to keep pumping out content, you know. Keep doing the show every week.
I love that fucking
the studio is probably it's gonna be my next like Seinfeld. It's gonna be the one I watch over and over and over and over and over again.
I hope it's just not one and done.
I think it's gonna be a one and done.
Yeah, that's what I kind of
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna get a second season, but I hope they do. I mean, here's the thing. So like each episode is talking about a type of situation. So yes, they can, like in the last episode, they talked about race, right? And how race affects casting. Okay. And that was the situation. Now they could do another episode like in season 2 or in season 3 where a race thing comes up and they have to tackle it again and whatever, but they've already used that situation. So they're eating up a lot of situations. which means I don't like you can revisit those situations with new stories and new content, but your audience is going to know that you've had to walk through that situation before, right? So it may if you're not careful with the way you write it.
I
So
like how they make it all one day thing.
that's what I mean. They work. They're using like a day in the life of this situation, and then they present all of the things that could happen in that situation in that one day. So meaning like in the last one with the race and casting. So like they tackled all of the races in that one thing, right? Like they were talking about all race within the thing. So they weren't just it's like so now when you do it again it may feel I don't know. We'll see. I hope they keep doing it because I love it. But yeah,
You
no,
watched Last of Us? Are you caught up?
I'm not caught up on Last of Us yet.
You have a real good little situation going on. I get a new episode of Family Guy on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I saved that for Monday. I watched the new episode of Last of Us on Sundays.
Yeah.
I go Family Guy Monday. And usually that's when I watch my movies on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I get Last of Us. Then Thursday, film, so really nothing. Friday, movies. Saturday, sports TV.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. There's a big fight this weekend in Times Square. Ryan Garcia
Fuck yeah.
boxing now.
Fuck you, man, Garcia.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia is fighting somebody, and then Hank Haney is fighting somebody, and then yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they set it up. So, but all right, well, good show. I'm gonna end the live. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out for a second.